Hey, hey, we're live, people. Come on in. Let's do it. I got a good one. A really good one. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Come on in. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Where's my remote? Ah. Yes, sirree, Bob. Oh, there we go. There's some nice tunes. Come on in, people. Let me know. Oh, yeah, it says loud and clear. I love it. The last time I did this show, I definitely had sound problems, but I think I figured them out. Hey, 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 come on in. Evening hour here, episode 181. My name is Cardone. I got a lot to say. We're going to have a fun one. Warning, lots of spoilers. Lots. What's up, mama? We got Melissa, Satan Splain, party on. How are you? Tony, Bruja, Florida. Come on in. If you're new, say hi. If you know me, say hi. This is a chatty group, and we like to chat, so come on in. Tonight I'm drinking old-fashioned sweet iced tea. All right, I got a lot of stuff tonight. This might be a long one. It might be short. Who knows? Glad to be here. It's been a while. I've been busy, and quite frankly, I am not a fan of YouTube anymore. I think it's a terrible place to hustle any business. I don't know if you've noticed that people are beeping out words that you can't even say the S word. There's all these words like, like kill, mean, murder. If you say any of those words, you get flagged, and it's not good. So my passion for YouTube is definitely, every time I get close to the monetization stuff, they move the goalpost. They really do. So I'm kind of sick of it, but I do like doing these because I like the group. So cheers. Come on in. What are we doing here? Before I get rolling here. Yeah, it's summer. I don't know where you live. I'm in New York City on the beach, and it is hot as hell. It has been humid and hot, and I'm not complaining. I like it. I live near the beach, so it's nice. If you live in Manhattan, you're sweating. I mean, really, like if you don't have AC for certain times, it's pretty hard. So stay cool. Fall will be here. Yeah, I've been just doing my thing. My summers are sometimes slow, occasionally busy. Last year I was very busy. This year it's moderate. I'm not very busy. So Dan, what's up, people? Come on in, Dan. But I've been doing the surfing thing more because it's warmer out. I'm very picky. It's got to be nice out and no crowds. I'm over the large crowd days. It's no fun. What else? Yeah, I'm just doing my thing. The big thing I've been doing, and as you know, Charlemagne, party on. I've been writing my book. I'm done with the book. I'm editing my book. I've edited it once, and now I'm doing another passover, and soon I'm going to start looking for some professional edits. So keep your eyes peeled. The book, I hope, is available by next spring. That's the goal. Actually available. I've been messing around with titles. We'll see. It's tricky. I'm trying to keep it simple. I'm also working on, and this is the first time I'm publicly announcing this, I'm working on a one-man show that will be nothing like anything I've ever done before. Yeah, a one-man show that I can perform in a myriad of spaces, whether it be a theater or a cabaret space. I'll be able to do it wherever. It's going to be minimalistic but grand. And it's going to take me about a year. So, yeah, come on in. If you're new, notice there's a chat going on. And, if you're watching this, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're just as irritated at YouTube, hit that like right now. Seriously. So, yeah, glad to see people coming in that I know here. Come on in. If you're the donating type, bada bing, bada boom, there's the link. People donate, and I love it. I do performing full time, so anything that comes in goes to the cause. Thank you. Other news, I am really honing in on my setting of the world record for loading Pez machines. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna set the world record, and then somebody's gonna try to beat me immediately. I know how these things work, but I've created the standard to which you can have the race to load the machine. Michael Pike, come on in. Yeah. So Pez, if you work for Pez, listen up. We're going to have fun with this. Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't get the reminder for a reason. It's because... the record that I'm playing right now is Rachmaninoff. Classical stuff. I can't play anything. It'll... Do you know that if you hum a song, you can get flagged? If I hum, like, a Michael Jackson song, it will, like, flag the video. Yeah, copyright claim. I don't think people realize what the robots are going to be doing. And just right around the corner. Right around the corner. It's coming. Get ready. You're not going to be able to breathe without someone watching you and asking for money because you used something, or it's going to get really wild. Yeah. Speaking of that, I have a film I'm going to recommend that a lot of people have never seen, and I certainly haven't seen it. Charles Bronson, Hard Times. 70s film about the 30s, I believe. It takes place in the early 30s. What's the record? Not the record playing. The Pez record, there isn't one. I'm going to set it. I think I can load the Pez. It's like a Three's Company episode. I have it down to 15 seconds. I think I can get it down to 12. Starting next week, I'm going to really drill it. And I mean, I would love to be able to do 10, but it's pretty hard. You have to take it, unwrap it, take it, load it, close it, put it in. The unwrapping is the trick. And you have to be able to hold them all in one hand and put them in one move. You'll see. I'll do a whole show on it. I'm going to do, maybe the next one I'll do is that one. And the Pez Museum, I've done episodes on them, is really great. It's in Connecticut. I'm starting to get a headache. If you see me put these on, it's because I get migraines and lights affect it. And the computer screen and the lights in here are starting to trigger me. So pardon the glasses. I'll take them off in a second. I would prefer not to wear them. That's what she said. That's what somebody said. What else? I have so many things here. Oh, yeah, Hard Times. Charles Bronson. Excellent. Really well filmed. Great cinematography. Weird plot. James Coburn plays one of the leads. I loved it. Charles Bronson has a crazy history. He's from... Where is he from? He's from near where I'm from. He's from literally the mountains of Pennsylvania in a coal mine town. and then he was in World War II. Ah, Tony D, you're a migraine person. Yeah, not cool. I get them. I have migraine glasses, and I couldn't find them today. So, might have to get another pair. I'm trying to preserve my voice. The reason is on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be appearing live at the Asbury Tattoo Convention in Long Branch. It's the Asbury Convention, but it's in the town over this year. I guess the hotel was booked. So we're in a different hotel. We're in the Ocean Breeze Resort and Spa, I think it's called. Anyway, I will be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be emceeing, and I'll get to those glasses in a second. And performing magic and hosting all of the shows and all the contests. So if you're in the area, go to the stage and you'll see me. I'll be there 3 days nonstop. Well, migraine glasses are, if you go on Amazon, you'll see them. They're formulated so that they cut out reds and blues, so it looks green when you wear them, and they cover everything. I'm so mad I don't have them here. If you look at my old episode, I'm wearing them. Yeah, Michael, it's fun. Yeah, it's tattoos and culture and art and T-shirts and a lot of weed dealers because it's legal in New Jersey. Yeah, Asbury is great. Oh, yes, Dan. So you've been to the Pinball Museum. It's really great. Hey, Mick. Thank you. Come on in, everybody. Oh, I'm going to rant tonight. I am going to rant, my friends. I'm just getting ready for it. I keep telling everybody, watch out, spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen Superman and you really want to go see it, don't watch the video once I get to the Superman part. I am going to ruin it. Oh, you need those glasses. Yeah, look it up. There's a few brands. God, I wish I had my thing. I would show them to you. They're green, and they look like goggles. They look like space glasses. They look like the glasses from the TV show V. I might have to order another pair right when I get off. Yes, thank you. One of my favorite movies. What else? I was going to talk about some metal. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to Blaine Fart from The Accused, who sent me this patch. I don't know if you're a fan of the band The Accused. I am a giant fan. They blew my head off in high school and still continue to this day. They also have one of my favorite record covers of all time. Martha Splatterhead's Maddest Stories Ever Told. Folks, this is high quality thrash punk metal. So a shout out to Blaine. Thank you. Keep your eyes open, Blaine. I have a package coming to you. You're going to love it. Now, let's talk about books. As you know, this is a philosophy show, too. I just don't rant about movies I hate. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. These ones do. So, I started reading The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. I am, I don't know, less than a quarter in. As you can see, it's a massive book. I normally don't like fiction. However, I do like philosophy fiction. This is clearly philosophy fiction, but it doesn't feel as philosophy fiction as some philosophy fiction. Bah, that's a big phrase. It feels like a really well-written, well-nuanced, character-driven story about architects. And so far, I'm loving it. I really loving it. Not a fiction guy, but yes. Another book. Yes, I finished Genealogy of Morals, but I couldn't take it, and I started reading Ecce Homo. It is the last... After I read Ecce Homo, I will have read all of his books, except for Will to Power, which he didn't publish. It was his sister put it together. I own it. I've looked through it. I will read it. But This right here, hey, Fallon, party on, Fallon. This is Ecce Homo so far is one of my favorite reads. So, I wouldn't recommend it first. But wow. Same with Genealogy of Morals. I would say this book is what you read later in. Genealogy of Morals was definitely one of the harder ones. Highly recommend. Highly. And now, the book that's been really blowing my mind. Performing Grand Guignol. This book, it's got, so Grand Guignol, which I'll do a show on one day, was a theater movement and a production company in France, turn of the century, all the way to the 60s it ran. And then there was one in England. And basically it is short plays that border on horrific, bloody, occasionally humorous. So there'd be a funny play, a really nasty one. And it was a form of theater that really kind of like, it was a small theater, but it did very well. And it lasted, as you can see, almost 100 years. Well, not 100 years, but 60. 60-ish years. Anyway, this has the plays, and it also has ways to rehearse to get your actors ready to do such activities. This is freaking gold. I'm doing a lot of research for my one-man show. I'm not doing Grand Guignol one-man show. That's not what I'm going to be doing. My one-man show is going to be something you can't imagine. When you leave, you're going to be like, what did I just go to? I was bathed in wonder, and I left with some knowledge I did not expect I was going to learn. Shocking knowledge. So, yeah, I'm working on it. What else in the book realm? I mean, I've been reading a lot. So my days, let me take these off a bit. My days are editing and reading. When I have free time, that's basically what I've been doing. My gameplay has been very low, except for Dungeon Degenerates, if you're watching, Sean. Your game is my favorite game of all time for a few reasons. There's a link below, by the way. Thank you, Bruja, Florida. There should be a link below in the description. A clickable link. Thank you very much. Dungeon Degenerates, you can play it passively or aggressively. The game doesn't end unless you screw it up. And like, as you can see in the back behind me, I have it set up. I play it off and on. That's the only game I've been indulging in recently, a lot. Other than that, yeah, I'm keeping this moving because I want to get to the subject. Okay, here we go. We're going to get to the subject. I'm going to talk about, I named the show Superman Sucks Ass, all spoilers, and more. Before I begin, this is me as a little kid. It's one of my favorite pictures of myself. Crooked eyes, crooked hair, crooked teeth, crooked smile. I was very happy at this age. I lived in a world of wonderment, excitement. I was absorbing all knowledge and weird things I could put my hands on. And this is me about age 6 or 7. Underoos and cardboard cutout, Mr. Spock ears and phaser gun. So, I wanted to talk about, when I was a kid, I saw Superman, the original one, the movie. It's called Superman the Movie, 1978. I saw it at the movie theaters. And it got to me. I mean, it really was a powerful experience as a little kid to see that movie, as most of you probably would agree. I watched the film the other day, a week or so before I went to see this new Superman. I hadn't seen it in a while. There's a 3-hour version. Do you know that not only did Richard Donner direct it, but Mario Puzo wrote the screenplay? I mean, the cast is stellar. It holds up. The acting is impeccable. The directing, even the special effects of him flying look very real. When he lands and takes off, it looks real because it is real. Even the composite shots of him look pretty darn good. So, honestly, the movie holds up. Quite notably, the scene that really got me in, watching it again is when she interviews him for the first time. Also, when he confronts Lex Luthor for the first time, I thought that was just, it holds up. I mean, okay, Fallon just said, if Reeves was your first Superman, he's your only Superman. You're absolutely correct. I've yet to see that outdone. Now, when they made the movie, if you watch any documentaries, there's a word, verisimilitude. I mentioned it on past episodes. They had it written everywhere. Verisimilitude, verisimilitude. And they was like, don't forget verisimilitude. And basically what he meant was, this is all real. Superman's real. When he walks in the door, he's a god incarnate. Treat him as such. There's no wink goofiness to the film, even though he's dressed goofy. It's a theme that I've always liked, is when you take something dead serious, but yet it might be a little hokey. They didn't make the film look like a comic book. Okay? We'll get to that. So, Superman 2, Richard Donner directed, but he was fired. And then the film that made it to the movies, pretty good. The Donner cut, I find better. There's a director's cut. Superman 3, I saw these all at the movies. I didn't like Superman 3 that much. And Superman 4 was made by Canon Films, which on the B-movie list, they made great movies. They made Chainsaw 2 and American Ninja and, all of those Chuck Norris kind of low-budget action movies. And so they made Superman 4. It was supposed to be 32 mil, and then at the last second it was 18 mil, which was what Golan Globus were doing. Many good documentaries on them. They were taking movie budgets and paying off debt and then borrowing money. They were real kind of, con artists with their filmmaking. So they made 4. It didn't do well. It looks cheap. It is cheap. I liked it when I was a kid, but in hindsight, it's goofy. I really liked the Brandon Routh Superman that didn't do very well. It's called Superman Returns. It takes place after part 2. They used, I forgot to mention the music. The theme song alone gives goosebumps. And so the Brandon Routh film, they used all of the Reeves stuff. It's a continuation. Now, the reason why it didn't do well is he's not fighting any super bad guys. And Kevin Spacey might be my favorite Lex Luthor. I really liked him. I wish they would have done another one. I really liked that version of it. It's a love story. It has one of my favorite Superman scenes where he flies Lois into the sky and he says, "What can you hear?" And she says, "I don't hear anything." And Superman says, "I hear everything. I hear people screaming in pain all day and I can't help them. I can't help everybody." Great movie. So let's fast forward to the new one. And I think I'm going to need a little smoke. Come on in, people. We got a crowd. Please come in here. It's going to be spoilers now. If you don't want to get ruined, I'm going to do the I love this little spoiler thing I found. Look at that. Spoiler alert. Get ready, because it's coming. How about a couple super smoke rings to get us going? Now. Okay. Let's talk about the new one. Now, I've been waiting for it for many years. I don't like Marvel movies. Let's get that straight. I liked Iron Man. I liked the first Thor. Other than that, to me, I can't take it. It's too much. I don't. Oh, good. I'm going to spoil the hell out of it. The new Lex Luthor and the new one's, I'm going to say it, fucking terrible. I'm not going to hold back on my language tonight. I don't care. If this thing gets flagged and doesn't have any views, I don't fucking care. Okay. So, the movie, I was excited. James Gunn, I'm familiar with by a few of his films. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I think that's the only one I saw. I remember seeing it and immediately forgetting it forever. Okay? That's what I remember. I remember being like, oh, that was fun, and then that was it. So, the first reviews of the film, when they came out, I don't know if you remember, were terrible. They actually said it's terrible. The second review that got leaked said it was terrible, and then we got a bombardment of all these great reviews. I mean, really, like, oh my God, I cried, and I wrote down what some of them were saying. It's almost as if they were given a piece of paper. I mean, really, am I claiming they're shills? Yeah, I am actually. I'm not claiming they were actually given money, but they get perks, and it's an incentive to say nice things. Trust me. I heard Brightburn was good. I mean, exactly. If I'm going to read comics, I'll read comics. Yeah. Okay. So, broadcasting straight from Amsterdam today? Amsterdam? Huh? Did you think the show's broadcast from Amsterdam? I don't get that. No, I'm in New York City. I'm in New Amsterdam, New York City. I mean, I think it used to be called that here. Oh my God, I'm telling you right now, if somebody liked the movie, please tell me, give me one redeeming quality. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. All right, so I went to see it a few days after. I was already, because of the weed I'm trying to read here. Oh, I get it. Already made $400 million. Well, it would have made more if it was good. So, okay. So I was excited to see it. I was actually planning on my second return. I was going to go see it again. I mean, I was really planning on going to see it a few times. I'm a big Superman fan. I love the comic books. I love the character. I don't even like superhero movies. I like Superman. I like Batman. I'm a DC guy. I never liked Marvel. I've always been a DC guy. Hence the Superpowers collection. You know about these? These fetch a high value now. This is a very serious line of action. Come on, focus, damn it. Come on, focus. Wow, there it is. Look, you squeeze their legs and they punch. So here we go. I saw the film with both of my adult children. Okay? Malcolm, what's up? Come on in. C.R. Mealy, come on in. Nice to see you. Sherman, nice to see you too. Cheers to all these people. I like the people in here. So here's what I'll say. The opening credits start, and it says in the film, spoilers, you know, it gives it's like the alien landed on Earth, you know, in I forget what year it said, 81 or whatever, because he's supposed to be whatever. I don't know how old he is in the film. And it's only been 2 years since he revealed himself to the world. Okay? It says that. And then it says, and Superman is lost for the first time. Boom! It shows him crashed. It starts off with him losing his first battle. Okay. I thought the intro was pretty neat. I was like, wow, that's a ballsy way to start the movie. But here's the problem. After he loses his first battle, there's a scene with him and Lois. And this was the first, and it happened right away. Well, okay, let me go back a bit. The dog is in the beginning of the movie. It saves him. It drags him back to his castle, the Fortress of Solitude, so that the robots can heal him. Okay? The dog is in the movie, the beginning, the middle, and the end. He's kind of the through line. And unfortunately, it's a computer-animated dog. You can tell. There's not one moment that I thought, wow, that's a real dog. Never. It's a computer-animated dog, okay? To me, it ruined the likability of the actual dog, okay? It didn't once have that real feeling. To me, animals and children are the most interesting to watch because they're not inside themselves. They're not. There's no internal monologue like an adult. They just do things, they act. And so a computer animated dog is not the same, especially one that flies. So, all right, so the beginning happens, and I'm already like, oh, God, I don't like the special effects. I don't like them. They don't have any gravity. And when I mean gravity, I actually mean gravity. Like, because it's computer, our brains aren't saying that it's real yet. So now the scene with Lois, you find out she knows he's Superman, and they're bickering over the morals of something that he did. Now, what did he do? Well, he stopped a war. Now, I wish they would have shown that. That would have been pretty neat. That's how the movie should have started. But they didn't. And the first thing I noticed was the story is garbage. The characters are garbage. If Superman was just beaten for the first time by a super robot-y weird bad guy, wouldn't he be like looking out the window, like paranoid that there's not others watching him? I mean, immediately, there's the beginning of the movie. It's like Superman lost. It should be headline news and people are freaking and he's freaking. Everything else should be put on pause in his life. But that's not the case. They're bickering about something else. It's like back to normal. I lost. At any rate, that's right when the movie where I kind of looked at my kids and was like, oh my God, what is going on? Now, let me see here. I made a couple notes. I don't really need them. The music is forgettable. There's no theme. You hear the Superman theme maybe twice on an electric guitar, and it only hits the notes. Like, and then that's it. I kept waiting for the song to bust in. Sucky VFX. No, it's not just a sucky VFX team. It's that they used it. They shouldn't have even used it for a lot of the stuff. There should be none. It should be less. Practical effects look fake, but seem real. Yes, but CG effects look real, but seem fake. Oh my God, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, our brain knows what's real and fake. I mean, it's very hard to trick our data processor for now. I'm not saying we're not going to be tricked in the future, but for now. No, they didn't use a real dog. You can tell the whole time. Maybe they use one for a model just for a second, but it's not real. Oh, it doesn't show. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Yes, it did. It went through. Thank you very much. Donations rule, especially when you get 666 as your donation. Thank you. Sherman said, reminding me of, that's right, Sherman saw it, the Star Wars prequels, bloodless and so very busy and empty. Well, we'll get to busy. So then, did you guys see the Nerdist, the reviewer, the Nerdist? He made a good point. I think it's Trey Parker always said, a bad movie is and then. So, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. And that's what this movie is. That's a bad movie. That's what's... Anybody that tells me this movie's good, that's what I would bring up. It's not, and then this happened, and because of that, the result of that, this happened. That's not what happens in this film. There's a thing happening, a thing happening, a thing... And you know why? It's because they're trying to set up 10 other movies. They didn't make a good movie for you to go see. They made a TV commercial to scam you to go see so that they take your money and advertise the whole universe that's about to come out. It's like a catalog. It's like they got you to pay to look at a catalog. All right, so I'll take TGE. What's that? I'm dumb. I hate all these. I don't know what that means. TGE. Um, oh, the Star. Oh, the prequel 7, 8, 9. I hate all of them. I don't like Star Wars. I think it's kind of cheap. I like Empire Strikes Back maybe, but other than that, eh. I thought the prequels were garbage, and I thought the new ones. I didn't even see the last two. So finally, they get to the Green Lantern, and there's a Latino lady that immediately starts swearing in Spanish. I was like, really? That's your first line is hijo de puta? I was like, okay, this is, I mean, really, like, eye roll cringe. Who gave it a good review? I mean, it really was making. And then the Latino bad villain has like spinning blade hands that look cheaper than any Transformer movie CG crap effect I've ever seen. There's a famous scene now where Lex is walking through like this thing exploding, and it looks like they're passing through him because they didn't render it correctly. I mean, it's really garbage. Lex Luthor to me was garbage. He was everything I learned not to do in acting class. Like, you don't play villain. That's not an action. If you're in a play or a movie and you're the antagonist, you don't play as an action, because that's what acting is. You're playing actions. You don't play as an action. I'm evil. That's what dumb people do when they're acting. They pick that, or a dumb director will say act badder, whatever that means. There's no such thing as that. That's not real. The bad guy's supposed to act like the good guy. If I'm the bad guy, I'm telling myself the whole time, I'm the good guy. I'm right. They're wrong. They're idiots. That's how you play it. And the way they did it, even the way he looked, wasn't intimidating, interesting, or weird. He was just bald. You know what I mean? If you watch the Kevin Spacey one, watch him play Lex Luthor. It's fascinating. Really good. Villainy by deed, not by character, C.R. Mealy. Yes, 100%. It was... Oh! No, people type codes all the time to me, and I don't know texting code yet. So, okay, the music. Back to the music. To me, Superman, the music is what lifts the scene. If you watch the old ones, the scene will be happening, and then the music will come in and lift it. It's not like background noise. A note on Henry Cavill, or Cavill, however you pronounce it. I like him. I didn't like his costume. I like the new costume. I forgot to say that. I did like the new costume. I don't think it's bad. Henry Cavill, I didn't hate those movies. I think they're actually way better than this new one. But I don't like those old movies. They're too dark. They're trying to look like the Dark Knight movies, and I don't need that. I wanted something bright in Metropolis, not dark in Gotham. They made, to me, the character of Superman, the reason why he's likable is he's the good guy you just don't want to like, but you can't help it. He really is cool, and he really is like the ultimate Boy Scout chivalry. He's also, a big note. A lot of people are saying it's political. Well, I guess it is a bit. I mean, even by default, it's political. Okay, and I'll give you a little bit of a bracket around it. The movie's about him stopping a war, okay? One group's invading another group. Now, how can you not see that that's, a comment on today? I mean, clearly that's part of it. Now, as politics go, Superman's stance, which I think is fine, is that he doesn't care about politics. He's there to stop the violence. Whatever it is, nobody's getting hurt. Okay? I kind of like that. The thing I don't like about it is they've removed Superman out of being an American. I think it's a little weird, and I'll explain why. It used to be Superman fights for truth, justice, and the American way. But during the Brandon Routh film, they got rid of the American way part. They wanted him to be a citizen of the world. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the plot of the story is that Superman, who has godlike powers on Earth, was raised on a farm. And he has farm boy values. And he's very American. And he really loves the Constitution of America and thinks that's the best one, maybe. That's where he's from. That's where he lives. That's where he fights for truth, justice, and the American way. And the American way, as I defined it my whole life, was, well, we have the best free speech laws that I know of. We do. Show me other places that have better versions of them. It's not perfect. And to me, that's the beginning of it, is we have, and don't forget, Clark Kent's a reporter. He's a journalist. So he understands that free speech is transformative. So I don't mind the American way part. I mean, they made it political. To me, it's non-politics. It's very simple. Okay? It's like, who cares? He's an American superhero. Oh, the creature from the Black Lagoon is one of the ones people have been bugging Universal to make a good version of. The closest one that looks cool is Monster Squad. So, the politics in this are, subtle, but I don't think it didn't bother me. And I do get bothered by overt politics in films. I do. But this didn't bother me. That wasn't the problem. The problem is it's a terrible movie. And the people that made it are terrible because they're making junk food to sell more junk food. They could have made a great film, and the movie that made 400 mil, it almost cost that much probably. Oh yeah, there is a Soviet version. You know that exists, Charlemagne. The Soviet Union even created the communist super. Yes, it's in the book. It's like an actual one of the storylines. Yeah, it's kind of cool, actually. Well, that would be interesting. If Superman was born in China, he would have very different values. He'd be fighting for the state in a very different way. And so, what's that? But to me, the bad thing in this film is that, the Green Lantern guy, okay, he's fine. Oh, the Mr. T guy, Mr. Terrific. Great. That might have been the only thing I thought was interesting. I won't say good. I'll say interesting. He had an interesting character. You didn't know what his powers were necessarily, and you had to kind of figure out. I liked it. I thought the Latino lady with the spinning fists and the terrible. I don't even know what her powers are that I'm thinking back. What, she can change into anything? I don't know. And then there's the guy, the rock guy that can turn into any element with the blob baby. I mean, it was like watching Gremlins at some parts. There were flying monkeys, flying dogs, blobby babies. There's one scene where he's fighting in a warp riff, and it looks like they spilled Skittles on the floor and filmed it. I didn't even know what I was looking at. I was like, what am I... There's so many things flying around. One of my pet peeves in films, especially superhero movies, is when there's a million robots in the sky and they're just fighting robots. If you watch Van Helsing, it's bats. There's a million computer animated bats. Why? Because we can put a million. It's a computer. It doesn't matter. It's terrible. It's fucking garbage. If you only had 2 years to live, you would be mad. Like, I really pretend like I have 2 years to live, and I base all of my shit off of it, as you know. And to me, I want my 2 hours back and my money. Does anybody have anything good to say about the movie? Nobody. I've even met people that saw it, and I'm like, well, tell me what's good. It's fun. Okay. I can name a bunch of other things that are fun that don't cost any money. Universes. Red Sun. Yes. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Red Sun. The alternate story graphic novel about Superman having landed in the USSR. Yeah. No, seriously, I find that fascinating. They should maybe make that into a film. Now, so the dog is a bit of a through line. Now, here's what would have fixed the film for... Oh, I forgot to mention the tone. The tone of the movie is goofy, jokey. Superman's character is like a dork. Like, oh, come on, man. He's kind of dorky and weird. And I mean, really, the tone is off. It didn't kill it for me. If the film was good, I might have been okay with that. But it's not good. So, I mean, as I was sitting there watching it, the dog seemed like the through line. At one point, Lex Luthor steals his dog. Wow, that should have been the whole movie. The movie, if it was called Crypto the Wonder Dog, sorry, I'm hiccuping, to me, wouldn't have been as bad. They should have just called the movie Crypto the Wonder Dog and made it about the dog. And then the tone would have made sense for it to be a little schlockier and a little goofier. Some of the reviewers are like, it's like a comic book come to life in story and the way it looks. And I'm like, dude, I want to read a comic. I don't want to see it. It looked animated. It looked like a computer animated cartoon with people somehow involved. I don't want that. I want a real story and real people playing these parts. That's why the Reeves version is good. You have Gene Hackman in that movie. You have Christopher Reeves. These are all real theater people. You have Marlon Brando, who is phoning it in, but still good. So, the end of the movie. Well, first of all, him losing the dog is like Unbach, about the guy that loses his elephant and goes very far. Or what's the John Wick movies? Isn't that about him going for his puppy? I thought that's what we were getting for a minute. Well, guess what? It's not even his dog. It's not a man and his dog story. It's not his dog. At the end of the movie, you find out whose dog it is. And in flies Supergirl, and she's drunk, and it's her dog, and the last line she says to Superman is, "Thanks, bitch!" I'm not kidding. Now, the most cringy part of the film I saved for last. There's a scene where Lois Lane is talking about being a punk rocker. I kid you not. And Superman's like, well, I was a punk rocker too. And then he lists a bunch of bands that don't exist that are like Avril Lavigne, Green Day types. And then he says, well, what if real punk rockers are the nice guys? I think that's the quote, something like that. The end of the movie, they play one of the songs. Like there's an illusion at the end. That's the last thing you see is after she says, "Thanks, bitch." You see him lay down, and they show him footage of his childhood, and he's looking at it like chilling out in his house, in his fortress, as this punk rock song plays. And I mean, it's the bad kind. It's not Sex Pistols. It's not the Ramones. You know, they could have used a Ramones song. No. Cringe. I mean, like the whole time my kids and I were just like looking at each other like, what is going on? The story makes at some points I didn't even know what was going on. There's a million characters. Lois Lane's not likable. Jimmy Olsen and Miss Tessbacher from the old stuff. No, off. Tonality, off. I predict it will get hype and it will drop like a dead fly in a couple weeks and no one will ever remember this film. I promise you. I predicted that with the Evil Dead movie that got wildly good reviews. Evil Dead Rise got wild good reviews. People were freaking out. Why? Because it's fake. People's thoughts are fake because of how much money, how much input they're getting. Their thinking's off. They're getting hookups, so they're not in a negative way. They're not seeing things clearly. Something's offsetting it. It can't be. Now, I prove my Evil Dead thing because no one talks about that movie. And in hindsight, people are making fun of it, like I predicted. I can shoot that movie a hole through it. I love debating that one. When someone tells me it's good, I quickly remind them that you could remove the Book of the Dead and put a Ouija board and nothing would change in the film. Nothing. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with Evil Dead. It doesn't even... Nothing. To me, this is another forgettable mess. It sounds so awful, like a wet fart during a Baptist sermon. That's better. That to me is funny. At least that's funny. Even the jokes in this movie weren't funny. The humor was off. If you're going to make it funny, make it funny. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to go that route, make it a comedy all the way. It wasn't. Marketing. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I saw so many fake-looking reviews. I literally went through and was like, there's no way. They have bots doing them now. It's not real. And people are influenced by that. Clearly. People really are moved by good vibes. You know, everybody wanted to like this movie, me included. But be honest. Yeah. Yeah, marketing firms. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, they do. It's really nefarious. Things are not what they seem. The writing. I mean, who wrote it? Who the hell wrote that? Terrible script. I mean, I couldn't believe it. They could have cut 90% of the film out and made it a better movie. There was not one redeeming... Please give me one redeeming quality. The only thing I'll say nice is I thought the costume was good. I didn't hate it. I thought the fact that the actor fought for the shorts... He said, even though they're goofy, maybe Superman knows they look goofy. It takes the sting out of his power. That's what the actor said. What's his name? Cornhole? Seems like a decent fella. I feel bad for him. They didn't give him a good script. They also need to work on his hair. He had terrible hair. He was messy hair, Superman. Superman's a farm boy. He should be a little awkward. He's the farmer in the big city. To me, that's also part of his character. He's a little bit of a redneck. I'm telling you. Trash. 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 I'll bet right now Pattinson is sitting there laughing, wow, I am so glad I am not in this movie as a cameo, and that he is separate from that. Now, I'm not a fan of his either. I thought the Pattinson films were good, actually very good, but I have a little beef with some of the morals in those. They shifted it a bit. They took away the vengeance bit. They're trying to make Batman good. And so I'm a little perturbed at that. Now, they are making a new one. It might be very good. The scene that they cut from the Pattinson Batman with the Joker, I thought was very good. Very creepy. Hopefully that returns. But as for superhero movies go, we are tired. Next. What is that? Fantastic Four's coming out this weekend? They have yet to get one of those right. The Jessica Alba ones? The other one, too, I heard was bad. I didn't see it. The only good thing about this film is your reaction. Thank you. That means a lot. My favorite heroes were bought. Well, yeah. I mean, dude, there's so many great superheroes they haven't done yet. Like Lobo, I hear, is in the new one. They're going to do a Lobo movie in this world. Boo. Boo. Terrible. I want somebody else to direct it. This James Gunn guy's overrated. He's either overrated or just a shill for doing what he's told. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he is good, but when you're doing a major studio with 1 million people... Now, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. Did you know that they were changing the film 2 weeks before? They were showing it to test audiences, and it wasn't doing well. Goblinko. Sean Auberg just wrote, they should just stop. Yeah, give it another 20 years, 30 years. Stop. I mean, Jessica Alba is not an actor. That is not acting. Acting is a really specific thing. And when I went to acting school, once I learned what it was, it ruined it for me a bit because I can really see it quickly. And I'll show you. I'll teach you right now. I'll explain it. I've done it before. Once you know this, you can't look at the same. Acting is playing actions. It's not about saying lines. It's about playing actions. Every line leaves your mouth and is intended to go into the other person's brain and change them. So, in school, they gave us a trick. Every line, in the subtext, what you're actually saying, has the word to, T-O, in front of it. So, let's say the line is, I love you. The action might be to irritate. I love you. Okay? To soothe. I love you. You see what I'm saying? To punch. I love you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you can say I love you with a million different actions. Okay? To show love could be one. To show them that you love them for real. Like to be honest. Right? So, one actor says the line with an action. The other person hears the line. It affects them. And then they say their line. And it's a game of tennis or ping pong back and forth. That's acting. This is why I can't watch Tarantino films. This is why I can't watch bad acting. Now, it doesn't mean bad acting can't be edited well. You can edit it. Theater, you ain't editing. But film, you can take a bad actor and kind of edit it a bit. Michael Pike says something interesting. My drama teacher said acting is being truthful in a fictional circumstance. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Whoever your teacher is was good, because that's it. You're being honest with you're really trying to affect the other person. So in school, if it wasn't working, the teachers would say, well, play your actions. Just play the action. Don't worry about the line. Play the action. If you're trying to hurt their feelings, hurt their feelings. Use the line and hurt their feelings, or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Thoughts, reactions, questions. I mean, I don't get riled up about movies too often, but this one really did it. I wanted my money back and my time. They took this great character. It's not easy, believe me. If someone said, hey, you get to write the new Superman, I mean, that's a crazy task. I would say, okay, how do I keep it simple? How do I take this thing? I mean, again, you got to use Christopher Reeves as a model for something that works. What made the Reeves one work? Verisimilitude, being honest, trying to make a good movie and not a whole franchise. I mean, they knew they were making two movies. They were making them both at the same time. The other thing that the first one has is a limitation on the special effects. Okay? They didn't have computers. So it's limited. Oh, what's this? WW. Wow. He was Russ Myers in World War II was editing war film. I didn't know that. Yeah, none of his women could act. But, okay, all right, C.R. Mealy's bringing up something very important. And he's bringing up Russ Meyer, who is an underground B-movie director. I got to see some of his movies in the movie theater. I saw Faster Pussycat. I got to see a good print of that in the movie theater. And I got to meet Tura Satana once. I actually took a picture with her choking me, and she actually choked me pretty hard. So he brings up a good point. Russ Meyer didn't have real actors, and I won't say they're bad actors. They weren't trained actors. But he was really good at writing a simple story and editing and directing. He was. And the cinematography's good. When you go see a movie, what snacks do you get? I like this question. Giuseppe Santa Sauce. I do like popcorn with an extreme amount of butter and a soda. I'm that guy. My old boss at the Halloween store used to take peanut M&Ms, and get a few of them and dump them in the popcorn and mix them up. I used to like when I was a kid snow caps, and I will eat those occasionally. And in the old days, they used to sell Jordan almonds. Remember those? I don't eat those now, but I'm a popcorn guy. When we went and saw Superman, we didn't get any food because the line was long. It was crowded. I mean, it was almost sold out. People weren't reacting how I thought. Honestly, I thought people would be clapping and cheering more. They weren't. It was kind of a passive crowd. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. To me, Superman is one of those characters that's even bigger than Star Wars. You know, it's been around for a long time. He's been in comic, film, radio, television. I don't know what to say. Toys, Underoos. Where's my Underoo picture? Yeah, I mean, look at this. How many millions did they make in just Underoo sales? So, I just wish that the bloating didn't kill everything, and that's what it looks like. I said this the other day, and this is where all my shows turn philosophical. It seems to me most of the world problems with everything are scope. Scope. Everything got big. We went from little tribes to millions, to countries to global. It's gotten big. Everybody has different values. Why? They have different weather. If you're from two different weather climates, you're going to have two different value systems. You're going to eat different foods. You're going to kill different animals. You see what I'm saying? Everything's different. So we live in this global world where we're all supposed to be on the same page, and it's not happening. We're biologically wired for this other thing, and yet we're adapting to this other thing. And it's been happening quicker, faster, and I don't know. It's getting weird. And so to me, it's scope. It's like with food. What's the problem? Well, factory farming's bad. Why? Well, they have to make this much food. What else are you going to do? It's scope. You know, it's like plastic. Plastic's bad. They say it's really messing things up. They're not even talking about how bad. It might even be the worst thing in the world right now, more than global warming, more than all the wars. I mean, really might be microplastics, because there's no stopping it now, and they're all starting to break down. The problem is scope. Everything's big. We need lots of everything. So to pull it off, to save money, they cut corners, and because of that, if you make one mistake, because of the scope, it really screws up lots of things. So to me, that's what's wrong with these movies. Well, not only that, so Fallon said, can it be more practical? Well, honestly, I mean, oh yeah, I haven't seen that Christopher Reeves documentary, Ashworth. I want to see it. I wish superhero films, especially Batman, was handled by a film production company like what are they called? A14? What are they called? I can't remember any number. A smaller company. We don't need CG Batman. It can be told, those stories can be told on a low budget. You know, he doesn't fly. He has gadgets. Superman 2, I think, can be done on a lower budget. I think they all can be done on a lower budget. If they were done on a lower budget, they would have to cut corners and write better scripts. Make it really funny. Make it really scary. A24. What did I say? A14? Yeah, I wish they would learn their lessons, but as you know, and I write about this all the time, one of the problems, and it's infuriating, and it makes me sad, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. People liked fake drums and auto-tuned vocals. Not only do they like it, they prefer it. That's it. If that's true, what I just said, which is true, then that means we're doomed. People are okay with crap. I mean, really, please tell me one good thing. If you're writing in the comments and watching this, what did you like about Superman so I can learn? Maybe you'll show me something I'm missing. I feel like an idiot. What is going on here? I feel like I'm being like gaslit on like on a They Live level. Really? It's weird. Seriously. It's too much. What's this? Oh. Yeah, why can't they just... I mean, they're all... Again, they're trying to make money on a big scale, on a big scope. And they're trying to set up... They're trying to copy Marvel. There's another flaw. Why are they copying Marvel? They don't need a universe like Marvel. They can do individual movies. Make them separate. Make them different. Maybe make a few go together, but you don't need to do what Marvel did. They did it. They're done. We're sick of it. Watch. Let's see if this new Fantastic Four makes money. Honestly, it looks better than Superman. Okay? Doesn't look great. It still looks like CG blobs bouncing around, but it looks like a better story. Might not be, but it looks like it. I can kind of guess what the story's going to be. I think Galactus is after their baby. Yeah, they just had a baby, and I think he's after the baby. Cool story. I also like the way it looks. It's got a 60s flair to it. I like the movie because it makes the others look so much better. Which others? What do you mean? I don't get that one. You got to explain that one. The others. I don't know what that is. I think we're going to see a crash. People are going to stop caring. Only because of the cost. It's getting expensive. TV's getting expensive. You know, if you want to have a bunch of these channels, you're looking at spending money. Buy Blu-ray. Keep buying them. Don't stop. Don't get rid of hard media. Once you lose it, you'll never get it back. Ah. Oh, I see. Ah. I like the movie because it made the old ones look better. Oh my God, it made the old ones. I told you, I watched the 78 one recently, and it really is beautiful. Beautiful. Choked me up beautiful. The music and the styling and the... there's humor in it. It's funny. It has funny parts. It also has the scenes with him catching a bunch of thugs, robbing the guy climbing up the building. And I mean, it's charming. And he's really likable. And he does have an alien quality. That's the other thing. The new guy doesn't seem alien. Christopher Reeves still has a quality, a weird... It's also because he's a farm boy in a big city, but he's a little bit like, wow. Like, I don't know. He has a weird quality, and I like it. He also has those crazy blue eyes. I don't know if the new guy has them, but again, it gives him an alien-ish look. I even like the design of Krypton, or as, anybody know how Marlon Brando says it through the whole movie? Krypton. He doesn't once call it Krypton. He calls it Krypton. Krypton. And there's a joke. One of the commentators was saying, no one had the balls to tell him he was saying it wrong. They're like, well, that's how he says it. Krypton. But I liked how the Kryptonians dressed. They used this weird glowing light on them. I don't know. I loved it. Wow. Whew. Okay. Sorry, I was getting loud there. Movies are on their way out. Yep. They have brief attention spans. Yeah, they want to scroll. Yep. Well, the Universal Monsters, they tried to do a universe with that new Mummy movie that I think had Tom Cruise. I don't know, it flopped. They were going to do a Jekyll and Hyde, and, they were going to do one of each. There is a Frankenstein movie coming out by Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo. And unfortunately, it's not going to be at the movie theaters. It's going to be on television. But it looks pretty good. And it's based not on the Universal Frankenstein, but the Bernie Wrightson comic book Frankenstein, which looks scarier. He's tall, lanky, and slimy, and got black hair. It looks good. I thought the trailer was pretty cool. I'm not going to be able to show as many things anymore on here or play anything. They're really getting restrictive with YouTube. I am not a fan anymore. I wish there was another version of YouTube. Unfortunately, there's not. But, alas, we are here at episode 181, and I think I'm going to bounce soon. Thank you for my rant. I had to get it out. I needed to tell some friends, don't waste your money. Wait for it to be on TV if you want to be curious. But I'm telling you, wait till you see when Lex Luthor goes to the Fortress of Solitude. The fight scene that happens is garbage. All of them are garbage. I can't remember one bit of good choreography in this film. None. Wow. Folks, you guys are awesome. I had my rant. I'm going to now... I'm now going to go read. And... Whoa, what happened to the light? That was weird. Do you smoke before seeing movies? Yes. I do like a few puffs of smoke before I see a movie. But you got to time it because there's 30 minutes of trailers and TV commercials now. They make you watch TV. The Watchmen, I liked it but didn't need to see it again. My friend is in it, Patrick. Yeah, I liked it. I didn't need to see it again. Shemham Forash, yes. There's the rub. There is Rumble. Oh, I thought you were making a Shakespeare reference. Aye, there's the rub. Yeah, I guess I could. I could look into Rumble. That would be hilarious. If I moved my show to Rumble. Wow. I mean, I look around on there occasionally. Huh. Interesting. Yes, me too. I'm looking forward to the new Frankenstein. That's the only movie, that and the new Godzilla movies in Japan they're making, I'm looking forward to. Now, there's a good example of a well-made little movie. Godzilla -1. Yeah, I wish Rumble too. I mean, it's way less restrictive. I mean, no, YouTube is not YouTube. It's corporate tube. That's it. There's no more you. It's corporate. Your channel's doing well, though, Satansplain. I like your channel. You do a good job. Ooh, I keep bumping. Your videos are very good. Folks, if you're in here, go to Satansplain and follow that guy. He's got a great channel. Really, yeah, it's good stuff. I just, unfortunately, I'm losing my jazz on these things. But I still appreciate that people pay attention, and I get a lot of views offline that, so I know these get out. I like doing them because the crowd in here is great. I've made some good friends through here, and the support has been great. Giuseppe Santa Sauce. Have you done Tansy's carrot? It's funny. I've seen it. Wait, what is your name? Do you have a different name? Do I know you? Giuseppe Santa Sauce? Are you an alias for somebody that I know? I'm like, whoa. No, I've seen the show. I don't plan on doing it. No, I don't have it in my plan. She hasn't asked me to do it, and even if she did, it's a burlesque variety show where every act, it's the first time they've done it, and it's new. It's something like new and different for them. Something outside of their comfort zone. Not interested. I do those kind of things at home. You know what I mean? I don't need to do those in public. I don't really like those necessarily. I saw one of those shows, and the crowd, there were tourists there. You know, because it's Slipper Room. They get tourists. And they looked like they weren't having fun. Because, I mean, it's the first time for an act. It's not going to be great. It might be funny and ironically bad, but I don't participate in that. I don't. I went and saw it as a spectator because I'm friends with her and, you know, people in the show, but yeah. No, who's Giuseppe Santa Sauce? Now I want to know who you are. Clearly, if you know about that show, you're around town. I know you. Everybody's got code names these days. Yeah, if you guys are around Jersey this weekend, I'll be there. Talking and talking. And then next week, I will be at Coney Island, USA, in a production that's being put on by the American Vaudeville Theater. Travis S.D. Where's his book? He has got a great book. He wrote a book on the history of vaudeville. I'm going to be in that show. That's August 1st, Saturday night. Coney Island, USA. Yeah, so I have some public shows planned. Slipper Room, I'm out there until mid-August, I think. Yeah, and check this out. 2 weeks into August, I'm performing at Dr. Chud's, the Misfit drummer's, wedding. I'm going to be doing magic. So that's going to be fun. A Misfit's wedding. Should be pretty cool. And Dr. Chud's awesome. He's an awesome drummer, but he's an awesome guy. So check out Dr. Chud's music. He's got a band. I showed their video, I think. They have that video, my dad got raped by a werewolf. It's kind of funny. All right, folks, I'm going to go eat dinner. I'm a late eater, and I had my rant. I had fun. Believe it or not, I have fun doing those. It's a lot of fun. Keep your eyes open for the book I'm writing, and stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram, Cardone Magic. I do a lot of stuff on there. I post my shows on there. If you're the donation type, Party on Wayne, thank you. And Bruja, thank you. And other than that, I really appreciate people taking their time out. Thank you so much. I'm going to bounce. And hold on here, Tony D. Oh, thank you, Tony D. Let me see here. I'm going to take us out. What would be a good video I can show that... Maybe I will show... I have some funny things in here. In honor of this movie being awful, I'm going to show one of my favorite trailers. I highly doubt I will get a copyright claim. Where the hell? This is one of my favorite movies. Love you guys. Party on.
No! No! No!